I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go, baby. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It is a Thursday. Weekend is pretty much here. Virginia's going out to a movie premiere tonight, so she'll be on the town, of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. The Academy of Country Music Awards is going to be going on tonight, so there's a couple things that are happening.
I got big plans tonight as well.
That's
Weird and whatever, 6 p.m. We are competing with Events Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you are a draw, baby doll.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff going on here as we get into Mother's Day weekend. Wow. Got to get that all mapped out, figure out what the Sunday plans are going to be. What are yours, Virginia?
My mom and my sister are coming in town. So everybody's coming in hot.
Okay.
Big Linda wants to go to the Rapids Water Park.
Ride the rapids, have some fun.
Ride the Rapids, everyone.
She got a bikini all picked out?
Oh, you bet it.
Okay. Can't wait.
She is more of a one-piece kind of girl.
Oh, she is. Okay. Does she do the bathing skirt that goes with it as well?
For everyone's sake, we can hope.
Okay.
You're kind of a one-piece gal as well.
I am a one-piece gal, so I guess I get it from my mama.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
not out here trying to, like, be all sexy.
You ain't trying to titillate.
No, we don't need no men's passing out at the Rapids because we so hot.
It's going to be hot enough out there.
I believe you used to rock a sarong as well. Did you not?
I do love a sarong.
Yes.
Oh, Big Linda, my mother, loves a sarong.
Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they?
It's so right.
I've worn a sarong before.
I've seen you.
Yes. I love them.
Aren't those
Very
things comfortable? Only thing is you were free balling it.
You're right. I didn't have anything else on, but it was very comfortable.
I'm a G-string man.
Okay. Everybody's got their comfort levels, whatever it might be. Today also is National Have a Coke Day.
I have had one.
Already? You celebrated?
Well, I mean, we get up at 3, so, I mean, right now,
He's already had a six-pack.
This is like 4P for the average person.
Okay.
Right? I think that's how it equates. I don't know.
Whatever you got to do. Just justify it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the best-selling sodas in America? Top 4 in order. It's just changed.
Coca-Cola should be number 1.
He's going to go Coca-Cola number 1. Does that feel right to you, Virginia?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to tell you that you are correct. Yes, Coke number 1.
Then I'm going to go Pepsi-Cola product.
Pepsi-Cola a product or Pepsi-Cola period?
Interesting question, Mr. Ralston, and I like what you're doing. You, I can tell, live underneath the law.
I do. Yeah, I try to.
With your dad being a lawyer, is what
Of
I meant,
course,
and
yeah.
It didn't come out right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Pepsi seems wrong because Pepsi's lost its step. Show me Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Does that feel good to you, Virginia?
No, it does not.
What would you say it would be then?
Dr. Pepper.
We love Dr. Pepper here. Just don't let it out for more than 30 seconds. It turns into children's medicine. It gets real thick like.
One of you is correct.
Oh, gosh. Do not let her win.
Virginia's correct.
Suck it, Soda King.
Coke is 1. Dr. Pepper's 2.
What a soda poser.
You are the one that drinks soda. I never drink soda.
It's all fucked.
And we have a new number 3 in America for the best-selling sodas. What is it?
Show me. Oh, boy.
Hurry up and get it wrong so I can say the right answer. Because I'm over here sitting on number 3. I know what it is.
2.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh, no.
You
Oh,
soda
no.
poser.
Oh, my gosh.
Sprite.
How do you feel about that, Virginia?
I feel good about that. I agree.
You are correct.
Okay.
Sprite feels right.
It's the new number 3. What did it just pass? What's the answer, Bird?
It passed. Fanta. Oh, grape. No, not Fanta grape.
You are soda struggling.
Mountain Dew.
Okay, he's going back to Mountain Dew. Do you agree, Virginia?
I do agree.
You shouldn't.
Oh, is it root beer?
beer.
Ah.
Is it grape Fanta?
Is it Diet Coke?
Is Sunkissed orange style?
Wow.
Ginger ale, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Is that a new brand of ginger ale?
I would drink that.
Ginger ale, bitch.
If someone came out with a ginger ale, bitch, I'd drink it.
Oh yeah, it's ginger ale with a little extra kick in it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Extra ginger.
Yeah, maybe there's a little liquor in it.
Light that ass up.
Damn, still not a correct answer. It's so elusive.
Hold on,
Yeah.
one last guess.
All right.
Show me.
Yeah.
No.
What the hell's going on here?
Tahitian treat, like a fruit punchy soda.
Fruit punchy soda is wrong. Any other guesses,
7
Virginia?
Up.
Ah, there you go.
Crush.
Ah.
Fresca.
Tab.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
RC Cola.
Pellegrino.
Okay. Holy shit, I can't believe you guys can't get this.
Mellow yellow.
Okay, nope.
Squirt.
This is unreal. I really am stunned that you guys don't know the number 4 best-selling soda in America.
What am I, Jason?
Holy crap. Okay, so again, just to recap here, because I'm sure people are probably lost in the sauce here. It's Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite. What's number 4?
It is.
Wow.
Slice.
Slice. Nope.
Slice.
There's this soda out there that's called Pepsi, and that's number 4.
Oh, but I said Pepsi earlier. I mentioned Pepsi.
We were talking about what was number 1 or number 2 or number 3. So you could say it then, but when
We
I
had
asked
to
number
re-
4,
We had to re-say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, rig saw.
Or are we just dumb saw?
Kevin, you picked us to be a part of this show.
how about that? I really did not think that was going to be such a challenge. Isn't your husband a big Pepsi junkie, Virginia?
Loves Pepsi.
And yet it was elusive, huh?
Well,
Me and the bird, I can speak for my co-defendant and dummy number 2. We thought that once we said something that we learned where that fell in the ranks.
Yes.
And it was off the table.
I had said Pepsi earlier, and I thought that
we thought you told us Pepsi's number already.
Yeah, we apologize.
No.
We are dumb. Look,
Okay.
Doc Arpay.
Don't say that shit. He does not speak for me.
And I don't do the paycheck.
Don't
so
dock nothing.
I wouldn't even know how to start something like that. Yeah. All I can do is make fun of you guys and
I feel like management would love to dock our pay.
put you guys in the worst of the week. That's
We do deserve it.
about where my power ends.
Yeah, bottom line is we really have no power.
Yeah. That's kind of it, yeah. Oh, man. How about that? Okay. Sorry I asked it.
I will say that it gave me a thrill.
It was exhilarating, yeah. There was something there. Very
Our audience
exhilarating.
turned on us, I think. But
So have a Coke day.
I will. I have been big into Coke Slurpees lately.
Have a Coke and a smile. Shut the fuck up. You know what that's from?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, tell me.
That is
Redeem
Richard,
yourself.
That's Richard Pryor talking about Bill Cosby, telling him not to swear.
You're so close.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Yes,
It's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy talking to Richard Pryor about Bill Cosby saying Eddie
Yep.
Murphy don't swear. And you tell Bill to have a Coke in his mouth.
I
Shut the
said
fuck
have a
up.
Coke and a smile. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, it's a very good story.
Okay, let's see some other stuff that we got on here today. Some comments from today's regular show. That's what we do here. Kind of fascinating stuff. At the end of the show, we're talking about jobs that are relatively unique to South Florida. Everything from nannies to people that take care of palm trees to work on yachts, manage houses for $250,000 a year. That's pretty unreal, isn't it?
That is absolutely real. I have a friend who's in that business and manages big estates.
Yeah.
Star Island kind of situation. Like runs the whole show.
Yeah, that's standard rate.
And
that I was looking at.
Sometimes you live on property, sometimes you don't, depending on what kind of situation it is. But that could be your salary, and then you don't have to pay for housing.
So that's not a full name drop. Is it like a half name drop right there? Knowing
It's
someone on
alluding
Star
that-
Island?
Yeah, it's kind of like a name drop, but with an NDA attached to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know stuff that I can't say, or I will blow up this person's spot.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, a lot of these professions, you're signing an NDA.
Oh, yeah, you get partial credit for name dropping.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know my daughter has done that. And yeah, some of them nannies too can make some coin. I'm not giving up any industry secrets because I got this information out of a Vanity Fair article. It was about Palm Beach nannies. There is one nanny over there is dropping, she's making $150 a year.
Wow.
Well, keep in mind,
that's
too,
not bad.
you have to sign that NDA, and you're also paying a little extra just in case the nanny sees something they shouldn't see. Some of that's hush money as well.
Well, I mean, the NDA is you can sue the pants off the person who eludes it. But yeah, I mean, I think it creates more value to it because you're scared about losing that. But then, if you're getting paid a little bit more money, they've got money for attorneys too to sue your ass if you break the NDA.
Well, I mean, if you are, let's say you accidentally walk in a room and the rich person is just a weirdo and they're humping their plant. Mm-hmm. And you weren't supposed to see it. They didn't want you to see it. Mm-hmm. Now you go, oh, shit. Are they going to say something about me being a plant humper? Hopefully, I can give them a little extra. I know it's going to be quiet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what might happen in some of that stuff is you say, okay, the value of what I've seen or what I now know, does that outrank how much a lawsuit would cost me? Like, how much would they be able to get me for? And that might be the thing. If you do sell those secrets, that because of the NDA, they would come and take every penny that you made from that, and then they penalize you on top of it.
If you saw Tom Hanks fucking his plant.
Fucking a fern.
Yeah, just go, oh, no, I can't believe you saw this. Is you going to the press and getting that story. Yeah, do you make more?
No, I think what happens is when they would sue you, they would take away every penny you made selling that story, and then on top of it, they would come after you for punitive. And then you would be lost for life.
Yeah.
You would lose a judgment, like a multi-million-dollar judgment that you could never make up because you're not that celebrity.
And it would garnish your wages forever all over the fern fucker.
But let's say you didn't sign that and you do see T. Hanks pork
T.
in a
Hanks
cactus.
is not going to go anywhere with anybody that doesn't have an NDA signed.
Yeah, I would agree.
They have bubbles and everybody signed one. So anybody they see in a day has signed an NDA.
If T. Hanks wants to fuck a plan, you're signing an NDR or NDA.
Yes, that's right. An NDR you don't want because that's a new do not
resuscitate.
You may want that. You may want that if you're fucking a cactus.
If you're fucking a cactus, you are next level into pleasure and pain.
Yeah, and that definitely exists somewhere on the planet.
There's somebody that fucked a cactus?
Absolutely. I would bet all of our lives on it.
Denny's, I need the research and the video.
Don't do it at work. Do it at home.
Whatever, I'll do it right now.
If you type that in, Denny's gets the heat.
Oh, he does?
Well, because if we type in this stuff, then they get alerted back at headquarters that, KVJ, they're typing up fucking cactuses again.
Again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't fuck the cactus then. For the verbatim, the way you write it, right? Making love to the cactus.
I'm just saying anything you pull up, we get flagged for. I'm talking about the dirty stuff.
Mm-hmm. And there's kind of a story about that right now, where you've got those four former housekeepers.
Yes.
That have come forward with Smokey Robinson accusing him of rape and basically of his wife being an enabler in the situation, saying because they needed the paycheck, they didn't say anything about it. But he would direct them to places in the house where he knew cameras weren't, and that's where he would rape them.
Oh, my.
Yeah. And so they've come forward. They got an attorney. They've got corroborating stories. Now, I don't know what kind of case it's going to be. He is strongly denying it. And he's kind of an old dog, too. And I don't think this was longer than 10 years ago. It's not like this was something he was doing in the 70s.
He's in his 80s.
Right. So this would be I guess probably in his 70s if you had to match up the timeline, which I've not done yet, but I think that's when it would be.
Where there's smoky, there's fire. I can already see the headlines.
Yeah.
It just sucks because if he didn't do it, the court of public opinion already has heard the story and is like, oh my gosh, where there's smoky, there's fire.
Yeah. Probably. But some people were saying, like Anna said, yeah, not all rich people are bad. Most people, or my people that I work for, didn't make me sign a hard NDA, just a basic one, because I have access to one account.
No, it is right. Not everyone's bad. It's just the stories in the media make it seem that all people who have money are evil and they live in a lair and they're going to sex islands. But I've met plenty of really kind, nice, rich people out there.
And it's not even just that they are doing bad things. It's just you might have somebody that any little fight or squabble you might have, or maybe they even give away some information that they're privy to that could be business type stuff, that they could give away secrets that you have, or maybe you're working on a project at the house and you're having a conversation and they overhear and be like, hey, I'm going to sell this secret that you guys were discussing, because that's what rich people do. They're always trying to figure out how to be richer because their boat's never big enough. So they want to have those big type of meetings.
Gosh, if I was a multimillionaire, I would buy the shittiest boat. It would be the shittiest boat, but it would be souped up, baby.
Okay.
Just to piss them all off.
So you're going to spend a lot of money on a shitty boat?
Fuck yeah.
Gosh, that boat dealer is amazing. This guy just bought a $10 million rowboat.
But that shit's popping.
What a dumbass.
And this guy's sending a message. He's changing the game.
You change the game.
Yeah.
And you change your bank account quickly.
This is our island, baby.
You'd be on that show, The Curse of the Lottery.
No way.
Lost it all in 6 months.
Fuck no.
And then ended up dead.
Oh,
Face down in a ditch.
If I win the lottery, we're all thriving.
with weird stuff in his butt.
We're thriving even with a chocolate river.
Yeah.
And y'all can try to talk me out of it.
After you win the lottery and all those hundreds of millions, we're going to have the best week ever.
Whatever. Now I have to win the lottery just to prove you fuckers wrong.
Somebody else texted in. They said, I'm a farrier working on $1 million horses in Wellington all day, every day. I'm surrounded by big corporate families and hedge funds. Yeah, I think you got the Coca-Cola people that are out there. Bill Gates is out there. Yeah, I mean, it's just one after another. And it is kind of interesting businesses. I was talking to one of those kids that was on the Netflix polo show. Timmy Duda's his name, if you've seen that. And they feature his dad on there. His dad's business is he ships expensive horses all over the world for polo.
Wow.
So they'll put them on a plane because, you take your horses with you when the polo people leave Wellington, then they go to Spain or England.
Do they fly first class up in the front? Get a little cocktail.
Yeah, you imagine a horse getting on your plane? What?
Oh, I guarantee.
He's just sitting there.
Yeah.
I guarantee you a Wellington horse travels way nicer than we do.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, Anna said Duda Farms. Yeah, that's what the guy does. And, I imagine you just make I couldn't even imagine what you make on that stuff. Because I think some of those barns over there, just to house your horse for a year, it's typically the average is like about $500,000 to $1 million a year, I think.
Wow.
For one stable, for one horse.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the money out in Wellington's absolutely insane. So, yeah, it's just a life from where I came from that's just unimaginable. People just don't even know it exists.
Overly rich people just make me feel uncomfortable every time.
Don't worry, they feel the same way about you.
Well, I always just break into what's their favorite cheese and if they believe in aliens.
They're like, get this idiot away from me.
What the fuck? He's talking about cheese and aliens? What the fuck? Better man, I told us to get the help.
Security!
Get the help away from here. I was invited, I swear.
Who let the homeless guy in?
Yeah. Big Prince of Peace said, $1 million is nothing now these days. Wow. So even more than that. It's just, it's unbelievable. Yeah, I can't even relate, can't fathom it. It's fascinating, but it's pretty unreal. South Florida is a very unique place. All right, some other comments from things happening this week. Heidi's a bit confused by the song that won the best one-hit wonder of the 2000s, Don't Think I'm Not by Candy.
Gosh.
She said, Yeah, I thought that was by Cameo. You guys are talking about Candy Burris, but that's not the person who wrote that song. Okay, so it's a different Candy who did Candy, and I know we'd had that. I think somebody made the comment that it was Candy Burris, so maybe that's why I got confused.
Yeah, somebody said it was Candy Burris. And so I was like, oh, I love Candy Burris. Candy Burris is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Candy Burris is the one that wrote No Scrubs for TLC. But if you
Right.
look under her list of songs, Don't Think I'm Not is listed as a song she did.
Okay, yeah, and when I Googled it, who wrote Candy Don't Think I'm Not, it says Candy Burris, so yeah,
But
I think that was correct, actually.
I think for the sake of the game, it's the artist that's recording it that's getting the
She's both.
yeah. Well, there you go.
I think she recorded it and she wrote it.
Yeah. So there you go, yeah, so that's one time we weren't actually wrong.
When you're out in the club, don't think I'm not.
Mark that down, Denny's. It doesn't happen often.
What we're right.
You're actually right, yeah. You get caught out for being wrong and we weren't. Thank you. And Smita said y'all were talking about what happened to Bryan Adams during the Favorite 4 Canadian segment. And I was scrolling through Facebook. I came across an ad for his concert with Pat Benatar at the Hard Rock Live on November 9th.
We mentioned him at the end.
No, I put him on my list.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bryan Adams is in my top 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, then I'll shut the fuck up.
Back to being wrong again.
Thank you. Finally.
I tuned out your bullshit list.
Yeah, she said that the highest ticket is going for $900.
Ooh,
He's still making some money then.
That's a little high.
Me and Denny's did a little bit of a deep dive on Bryan Adams yesterday, and I did not know he did a song with Mel C from the Spice Girls. It's
really?
It's
Okay.
him and her doing it, and it's not a bad song. I wouldn't say it's a great song, but I never heard it before. I'm like, all right, not bad. I like Mel C's voice.
Okay.
Got
Yeah.
a good voice.
I was doing pop radio when he was starting to fizzle a bit, and that was in the mid 90s. I remember he did a song. I think it was "Please Forgive Me." 93.
Please forgive me.
Yeah.
I've got a cheesy dick.
Yeah, I think
I think that song was big, though.
It was huge, and he did also All for Love with Rod Stewart and Bryan Adams, which was
it's
massive.
off the Three Musketeers soundtrack.
Which was, I hate that song.
Yeah, he started getting a little bit sappy with some of those, and then I think that was just kind of it. He went into pop ballad guy, and then it just kind of fizzled from there.
He did a song for Brave as well. He did a Disney run.
He did, he did the sound. Where was it? Him or Phil Collins? Remember that the Stallion Spirit of the Cimarron? I saw the movie. I remember because it's when the twins were really young. It was one of the shittiest movies I've ever seen in my life. It was just horses galloping the entire time to like bad '80s pop.
They'd love that shit in Wellington.
They would, yeah. They probably would like that, yeah.
I know he did something for Brave, Bryan Adams, and Phil Collins, I think, did a few songs he went into his cartoon phase as well. They all kind of went through a cartoon phase.
Yeah, because Disney pays.
Elton John did, Billy Joel did. They all have a hit or two from the old Disney.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, it was Bryan Adams that did that. It was Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. And I think that's what killed his career.
What a hard to say name.
I think it was a hit, though.
I don't know. The song is Here I Am.
Yeah, I think it was a hit, man.
Sing it.
I don't remember it.
Please forgive me. Here I am.
I think you're putting two songs together.
No, Here I Am. It was. I'm telling you, it was. I just saw this. It was big. It was Disney. Fuck.
Okay.
I swear to you.
All right.
Why you gotta try me?
That's my job.
Okay, you're right. It was a hit. It was #1 in the Czech Republic.
You can hear Smuggy
I can
Kev.
see his face turn from normal to smug.
Bird is right again.
If
#1
only.
banger in the Czech Republic.
Check, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
You should say checkmate.
You ain't Czech, you minus.
You better check yourself.
It also charted in Portugal.
Okay.
#5 in the United Kingdom.
What about here in the States?
Nope.
But I mean,
No one even played it.
anywhere top 500.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Czech Republic. Big banger there. Big banger in the Czech.
You gotta be cozy though if you get a hit in the check, right?
I mean, I can't imagine you get a big check from the Czech.
I wonder what you do get. If you're number one in the Czech Republic, what kind of money do you get?
Great question.
It's probably okay. I mean, honestly, the way a lot of those countries throughout Europe and, mainly Europe, they break down to the size of a U.S. state for the most part. And so it would be like, hey, I'm number one in Georgia.
I mean,
Cool.
there's still going to be money there.
Yeah, you'd have a town, Atlanta and a couple other smaller towns. There'd be a little bit of money there. I mean, you want to be number one in the U.S., much bigger market. But yeah, I mean, hey, number one in the Czech Republic, all right.
And isn't it weird how certain songs hit harder in different parts of the world than others?
It is odd, yeah. It's kind of like David Hasselhoff's a monster in Germany. Like, how the hell that happened? It
love
is
it.
weird.
Because
Yeah.
they never saw that cheeseburger video.
Oh, of him sitting on the floor drunk?
Man, I can't throw any stones.
Yeah. I can relate to that video.
I've seen Virginia, and Virginia has seen me do many David Hasselhoff videos. Just
Yeah.
nobody was rolling.
The video's just not out yet. I'm sure somebody was rolling. The video's just not out yet.
Yeah, and KR was right. Phil Collins had done the Disney's Tarzan
Yes,
soundtrack.
and that was big.
Yeah.
Elton John did.
Well, that was the biggest, yeah. The Lion King.
Billy
premiere.
Joel did. Oh God, it's Oliver and Me. Oliver and Company. Oliver and Company. He did a song
Okay.
for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Some of those can be really hit or miss, but I'm sure they get big paychecks regardless.
Oh, big time.
Let me see. Alyssa here said, you were talking that one person who used to work under George Bush administration, talking about how she'd found a line item for $21 trillion that when they looked at it, it went to build underground cities that were connected for the affluent or of the military or political grade.
Feels like a big line item.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if more comes out of that.
No,
was
she's
just-
dead today.
Yeah.
They found her. Oh, she suicided herself.
Well, there's always that line of, I'm a person that's intrigued by these stories, but we don't ever seem to get the gotcha where it's completely proven. That's why I'm not a true conspiracy theorist. I'm fascinated by it and be like, okay, that'd be interesting. But I can't think of anything where the dots have been completely connected that was a big conspiracy theory that rang out to be, without question, wholeheartedly true.
It's a slam dunk. Holy shit. We've got the evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I hear you.
Every conspiracy theory always has that, well, could be, but it never materializes. But she says, Hulu, the show Paradise, is about the U.S. government creating an underground bunker city for a catastrophic event. I think it would stun us, the things that are underground. If people were talking about the airport in Denver that supposedly has a lot of things underground. And I remember when I lived in Kansas City, it was pretty crazy. We had a whole underground complex. It's where we parked our station vehicle. And it was in the side of basically a mountain that they had there, or a hill. And what was cool about it was Kansas City had shitty weather, especially in like your January, February. But when you went underground, it was like 70 degrees.
That is amazing.
And so I would just drive my car there because I had the code, and we'd play like hockey and do all the things that we would want to do outside, but in this underground layer, and had all these tunnels and all this kind of stuff. It was cool as hell.
Underground tunnels are cool as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, mountain's probably not the right word, but it was definitely a hill that was there. And Kansas City, Missouri does have some hills. There's kind of like a breaking line. Kansas City, Kansas is all flat. But as soon as you get into Missouri, then you start getting some hills and things like that. So, yeah, it was, there were some hills there, legit.
If you knew you had to be stuck for 20 years in a room this big, but you had enough food, you had air conditioning, you had a little bit of entertainment, could you survive without going mad?
And then pick who you spend it with, me or Jay-Bird.
Well, no, there's 6 people in there. One is a random, and unfortunately for everybody, he masturbates on a level that is not cool. But he has his own corner. But it's at least 8 times a day at min.
What's his trajectory? Well, if he's doing 8 times a day, it's not great.
It's
At that point, he's just dribbling.
and Most of the time he's quiet, but you do hear grunts, you hear moans at times. When do you snap, or could you get through it?
I keep my earbuds in the entire time. I don't hear it.
No, there's no earbuds. Unfortunately, they are not on this mission.
Yeah, I'm out of this game. And Lane said, I thought Jaybird might appreciate this video. It is a story from Fox News. CCTV footage from a factory floor shows a humanoid robot flying into a rage and lashing out at its handlers.
I saw that video.
I know.
I haven't seen that yet. And that's going to be interesting because I think that I haven't heard anybody lay it out or verbalize it. But, there's all this kind of stuff going on around, like restructuring the American workforce, getting more of the manufacturing here. And then, that all stems in with affordable workforce. And my thought is like, okay, how much of our future workforce is going to be robotic? Because they always talk about Americans ain't going to work for some of these wages you're talking about. So you replace those with robots. But if robots are kicking our asses on the work floor, I'm not sure that that's going to be the answer.
Well, keep in mind, too, if robots are working, there's going to be some kind of robot tax you're going to have to pay eventually, where to keep all that system and all that in place, you're going to end up paying for robots whether you're working with them or not. It's just going to be a part of life. You're not going to get robot workers for free and expect not to pay for it out of your paycheck.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see just where this goes. What is it going to look like? If I could just flash forward right now 20 to 30 years, it'd be fun to go a decade at a time just to get a snapshot glimpse. Be like, all right, take me 10 years ahead. Let me see what it looks like. 20, 30, 50, and then 100. Could you even imagine where we're going to be?
I know. I often think if I could fast forward 50 years from today, what would that look like?
Well, I talked today about, I saw a clip that there's a company that believes in 8 years they'll be able to do a full head transplant, where if you got lung cancer and you had the means or the ability and a donor body, they would just take your head off of that. And somebody even suggested, well, why not put it on a robot body? That might be the thing.
No, that's not horrifying at all.
Right. Could you imagine that we might be part human? We'd almost all be humanoids.
You might get to a point, Virginia, where all of a sudden you're on, I don't know, some train that's going real fast, and you have a purse, and then you open up your purse, and it's just a head, and it's talking to you. Just a head, breathing, living, hissing.
And it's Walt Disney.
This is too weird for me.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Can you handle it? Or are you going to the woods with me?
I think I'm going to the woods.
If they don't destroy all the woods and build more.
Right? The robots will follow us in the woods and just kill us.
Eventually, there'll be no more woods ever. Eventually.
Yeah, you got to wonder. I mean, could we possibly run out of all those beautiful places and spaces? I guess it is. Who knows? We'll see. But who knows what the future is? And especially if the birth rates globally are going down, less humans, more robots, we might just have a 50-50 environment in the future.
Dang.
Half of us are humans, half of us are robots, and then even half the humans are half robot.
Who's been saying that since you've met them? It rhymes with Mason Smennington.
He has been warning.
It'd be nice if you get a robot hip. Could we replace your lower half?
Yeah, you just need, from the titties down, a robot body.
Titties down.
Yeah, you know what? I don't hate it because I can get a robot.
So you want to hold on to them titties?
Yeah, his titties are interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if you can cut somebody off right at the titties.
Give me that robotic dick.
Yeah, right.
You could get a robotic dick.
Okay, how long is your robotic dick?
I don't want to go obscene. Nah.
No.
No.
Because, where are you putting that thing?
Exactly. But something real nice like.
But you'd imagine that you wouldn't have to move your hips. That thing does all the work.
Go-
It'd be like a little jackhammer.
Go into thrust mode.
Yeah, you sit there, you can, scan your phone, social media.
Go into O-face mode.
Right, yeah.
That's your O-face?
No, that's her O-face.
Oh.
You're providing it for her or for him, whatever you're into.
Your robot did sounds busy.
You
Her, him.
can detach it, do different ones.
Oh, my.
You'll probably get to that point where you do have robotic vaginas, robotic dongs, You go,
Could,
you know,
yeah.
today I feel like having a long cookie. Let me get my long cookie.
Yeah.
Robotic
see
puss.
it. Yeah, you'd be able to switch through the whole thing. You'd have like an entire gender package where you could just swap in and out, be whatever you want.
That long cookie hangs like a 12-inch sub.
I know people think we sound crazy, but
It's just you.
You guys are just playing along. Damn it. Kevin's been trying to.
You're driving this ship. You're driving this dinghy.
He's been trying to end this podcast for 10 minutes.
You're driving this rowboat.
I'm over here talking about robotic dicks. What's going on?
And speaking of which, Greg said, I was watching an older podcast on YouTube, and my connection froze, but at a really weird time.
Speaking of going to O-Face
if you're
mode.
watching on YouTube.
That's the face Kevin makes when Jaybird hits his G-spot with the robotic dick.
That is the Kevin Ralston's O-Face.
That is Kevin coming buckets.
He said it stopped at the perfect time to take a screenshot of what looks like Kev blasting one off in his pants.
And look, you have the Suits hand that Suits would get when he drank
right.
too much.
And honestly, you look so relieved.
I do.
You do. You look so.
It's a nice way to relax.
I've never seen him look so tranquil.
Blowing off some steam at work.
I just hanging out, doing my job, coming.
No wonder all those buttons are so sticky on that board over there.
We need to blow that up and put that as a poster.
And a T-shirt.
Oh my goodness.
That's fun. Brenda said, you were talking about read receipts the other day and who would have them on. She says, is it bad that I went to my mother-in-law's phone and I turned on her read receipts without her knowing? So now we can all tell when she's ignoring us.
Oh, I like that.
That's dirty.
And she
She'll-
has no idea that this is even a thing.
She will never know. You can also, if like an older person, you can share location with them and they won't notice for a while.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all that stuff. It would get me. I don't even think about
They
it.
don't know you're tracking them. It's very easy to do. I may have done it to Jaybird for like 2 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, it's fucked, but you know what? I'm not going to get into it. We had some good laughs today. Let's take a look at that.
We don't end by go from great laughs, and all of a sudden we're just fighting with each other.
Oh, and
That's
no, fuck you.
You know what we call that? We call that the Pennington Christmas dinner.
Yeah, all right. All right. Before we end with any fuck yous, let's just go ahead and leave. Let's get out of here on a good note. All right, one more day to the weekend. I hope y'all are here. We'll see you back on a Friday on the KVJ Show. Goodbye.